Hey, what's up, everybody? We are relaxing now under the fall colors at Rich Bar Taproom, as Dove calls it, Rich Man's Bar. Um, she has issues with this place. I think it's great. I think it's a benefit to Quincy. There's things they could change, but I do support their operation. And when I have the money, the means, it's good. It's a West Coast hazy. Oh, Dark Ninja. It's good. One pint when I have the money. And that's also an act of faith. You may not realize that treating yourself right, treating yourself to things that you enjoy, finding things that you enjoy, partaking moderately, not to excess. Because one pint, I'm like, I want to go run up that mountain. That's a true story. And I might run up that mountain after this pint. I was supposed to help my friend Robert today. A tree fell on his landlord's house. But I got held up at church. I got held up here. I got my shopping cart. I got to get it to a place where no one bothers it. No one seems to be willing to drive me to a storage unit to unload anything. So I've been just kind of hanging out at Safeway. Although people are showing up. I got a new friend, Frank, from Sparks, like a refugee from Sparks. As they say, Reno is so close to hell you can see Sparks. Gentleman just got out of jail, and it's a whole, like, his roommate threw all his stuff away, and it's just a whole fiasco. And he needed shoes and a backpack and a sleeping bag and a coat, and he knows what he's doing, but like he needs help. And so this is, y'all wonder what my job is, and I keep telling you my job is this, but it's actually that. Make sure everyone's provided for and has what they need. So I sold him some boots for $20. An extra pair of boots I had. That if I gave them to him, they wouldn't have been right because they were a gift to me, and like it was a good faith thing to give me those boots. But you know, when a friend shows up in need, and I have the means to help, and well, $20, I've now got a pint in front of me and enough to eat in the morning. So this is community. This is building community. This is building real community in Quincy. This is a place where you can come, and I wanted to bring this up actually. This is a place where you can come after everything's failed everywhere else. There is enough of a safety net here. There is enough vision here. There's enough kindness here. There's enough actual organizations here that help, that are like supposed to help, like the Crisis Center, like the Food Bank. Like they're put in this community to help. I see people on the queue. I got to go up there. I have to go up there before. It's such a beautiful day. So here's my beer is a sports drink. As Benjamin Franklin says. Did I say that already? Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. And I would actually concur with that. 1 is just right, 2 is too many, and 3 is not enough. So with 1 beer, I'm going to get a little burst of energy. I'm going to run up the mountain or hike quickly and enjoy the view from the queue. Other than that, there's not much going on. Just staying alive and warm and keeping it together, holding it together. I don't like the shopping cart right now. It's bothering me having to push it around. I've gotten a lot of hate, like straight up hate for that. Like people flipping me off, driving by. I'm just pushing a cart. My stuff has to get from here to there. And it's in the cart, so it has to get from here to there, and someone has to push it from here to there if no one's willing to drive me from here to there. So let's get to the root of the problem. My car is on top of that mountain, undrivable, behind a locked gate, no keys, no windshield. Now just a storage unit in the hills. So trigger happy idiots is where we're at. We got a bunch of trigger happy idiots, people who pass their judgments, people that want to hate, people that are chomping at the bit to hate somebody else, to use somebody else as the scapegoat. Okay, we're getting some notifications. I'm under the Rich Bar Taproom internet. But yeah, one pint, not 3. not $27 of beer to $9. And that's expensive, but I'm paying for this, the ambience, the community, and the Wi-Fi, and the beautiful seating area. I'm actually facing out instead of introducing myself to the locals. I mean, if there was a show, I'd go out and dance, but right now, it's just a matter of keeping it together, holding it together for yourself so that you can provide a place where other people can come and gather their chi, gather their energy, find their center, and get on with their life. Quincy is that place, and I wanted to extend that invitation. Originally, the plan was to build that place at Camp Solomon, and that was the idea. That's Camp Solomon, and it still is the idea that there will be 300 of us out there living in an eco village, sustainably, and nobody's going to stop us. I bumped against the stops and found out how willing they are to make you unwelcome, kick you out of the woods. I didn't anticipate that. I knew there'd be opposition, but not to that level so soon. And so I don't want to get knocked off the plan. I've had that vision since 2008, and I've been implementing it to the best of my ability at different stages. I've brought, over the years, probably 25 different people out there and showed them the plan and exactly what I'm trying to do. Of those 25, there's probably still 6 or 7 that are still on board eventually when we're not under such scrutiny. What's with the scrutiny? What's the problem? I'll never understand it. Officer White made his case very clearly that you can't just have people making camps in the woods. Why not? There's nearly infinite space. Like, where do you want us to go? You want us to park up like in Chico pitch tents at City Center on the plaza? Is that what you want? I mean, the fact that we exist, like, you have to get used to that. There's a large contingent of us. There's several 100,000 in this country who just don't buy into the bullshit, and you can't convince us no matter what you do, you're not going to convince us to go back to get like the corporate job and all that bullshit and pay taxes, fund the war and the genocide in Gaza. I don't fund that. I don't support that. I don't support this country. I pay taxes when I buy things. I don't pay taxes on my income because that is funding a war I don't agree with. So I make these choices are real, like, they're not easy to make. This takes sacrifice. This takes some sacrifice. It takes a lot of fortitude, mental and otherwise, and physical, to withstand the temptation of convenience, comfort, shelter. My daughter Teresa made a comment in one of my videos that she works full time, and that tends to take up most of her time. And she said, "Well, working full time apparently is some kind of crime to you." Well, actually, yes. You're funding the war in Gaza. You could come with me and I'll take care of you. You could drop everything you're doing. I'm your dad. I got you. You should be helping me, but you're not, and that's your choice. So you make your bed, you lie in it. But if you were helping your father, we're at this point, that would probably be something to the effect of grant writing, applying for nonprofit status, applying to create a wilderness school, and then I'm going through the proper channels. Then I'm out in the woods teaching wilderness survival to whoever's willing, and you're part of that. And there's a business model there. They can capitalize on that idea. My only crime is just doing it and not asking for permission. So, yeah, Teresa. I mean, I love you. You're my daughter. I will take care of you. I guess I let you down in some way, and whatever. We have to work this out. My basic premise is anyone who doesn't help me isn't going to make it. Whoever doesn't gather with me scatters. If you're not with me, you're against me, kind of thing. That's a very extreme viewpoint, but that's the point of view I have. That's the life. That's the life I'm living. That's me playing out my role. as this person in this time. So 10 minutes in, I don't actually need a whole pint. It's strong beer. Yeah, I think that's enough for this afternoon vlog. I'm just kind of being patient at this point. Drawing in, making sure all my stuff is protected, making sure that people know that I have gear that will help them survive. Make sure people know that I'm available to help them energetically, pray for them, bring them something to eat. Make sure people know that what my vibe is, what I'm all about. And I think in this town, at this point, the best way I can do that is every night grab a broom from in front of the Quincy hub and sweep as much as I can. I did about an hour between last night and this morning. I already got calluses. Just an hour of sweeping. So I don't fuck around. I don't screw around. I get down to business. So that's what's up. That's what's up. I always wonder about people who drive like old recycled cop cars with like tinted windows and like those cop lights on it. Like, what kind of asshole do you have to be to do that? So I'm gonna look. Who's this guy? Oh, it's a chick. That's a surprise, huh? Usually it's just an asshole dude. Anyway, so that's what's up. Enjoying my pint. Enjoying my afternoon. It's beautiful. I want to get on the queue. I'm gonna go up there in a minute. As soon as I finish that. So that's what's going on. God bless you all. Over and out.